Welcome to Speedwell Travel. My name is Eve. Today I am travelling on this LNER service from Inverness in the Scottish Highlands to Perth. This is an absolutely surprise journey for me. I didn't expect LNER to be going from Inverness. However, I found the service, although it was very early in the morning that I had to get up out of my hotel to board the service, but I was over the moon to see that I could do this journey on a split ticket from Inverness to Perth and then connect at Perth onto Scotrail for my final destination in Glasgow. So I decided to book first class. It honestly wasn't very much more money than the standard class, and I like my comfort. Also, at this early stage in the morning, I hadn't had time to have breakfast in the hotel, so I was really looking forward to some hot food on board. Now, I did jump on a little bit early as soon as I could, but the train did really fill up, so I'm taking a quick look at the seat just now. So this is a very typical LNER single seat. It's forward facing. There is a lift-up table which makes the seat just a bit more accessible, and I really like these compared to the fixed tables on some other operators. There is PowerPoint and charging. There is also a coat hook, and there's space between the seats to store any small bags as well as a luggage rack above. And there's also a luggage rack at the end of the corridor. Now today it is the breakfast menu. Please stop the video if you want to look at this in more detail. And I will let you also see what the lunch and evening menu is. And here is a little look at the drinks menu. And today I opted for the vegan sausages. I was given Lurpak and tomato ketchup. I also had apple juice and I had a cup of coffee. Now, it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't awful either, and it certainly filled that giant hole that I was very, very hungry after last night. And here we are just speeding through Inverness-shire. I didn't film Invergordon, which is not a particularly interesting area. It's quite industrial as you're leaving Inverness. But just to let you see a little bit of the Highland scenery as we're passing by. Unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of the train, so I have got a lot of shadows in this video. It was also quite early in the morning and it was a dull morning, so sorry for the lack of scenery, but I did the best I could. We had quite a mild winter in Scotland, so there wasn't a lot of snow or anything around. This was filmed in January. And as you can see, it was pretty mild. Absolutely love the LNER high-speed service. As I said earlier, I was surprised to see it going from Inverness. It would normally go from Aberdeen, but this must just be a small connecting service once a day. And as I said, delighted that I was able to use this part of the journey to get as far as Perth. And now we are approaching Aviemore. Aviemore is a wonderful area for outdoor life. It has skiing usually in the winter, maybe not this one, and lots of winter activities and sports. And it's a fantastic summer area to visit for hill walking, climbing and anything else. I must go back to Aviemore. As I was approaching the station, and something I'd previously forgotten about is Aviemore also holds the Strathspey Steam Railway, and we're just coming up, there it is, and it leaves from Aviemore and takes you on a short journey or a return journey on a beautiful steam train. and it's a journey that I hope to be doing either this spring or this summer if I can get a chance to get back up to Aviemore to do it. Really looking forward to that one, so stick around and hopefully we'll be able to film that for you. And here we are at Aviemore Station. And this is a final look at the LNER service that I had just taken from Inverness to Perth, and this is it now departing. Absolutely wonderful short journey on this train. It was only 2 hours to get here. Absolutely fantastic train, very clean, very comfortable. The staff were fantastic as always I find on these services, and I had a really good journey, and I can't wait to get back on board LNER again. So I've got a little walk around Perth station. I can't honestly remember if I've actually ever been at Perth station before. I have visited Perth, but it was quite a while ago, and I don't tend to stay in the city centre, although I have been in a couple of times. I've stayed close to the station, but I don't think I was actually ever in it. Now the LNER service is from one of the further away platforms because it is such a long train, so it's a bit of a walk to get all the way back round to the main station. But you can see the fantastic architecture and this wonderful iron bridge, and the good news, it's all fully accessible if you have a bit of walking difficulty like myself, with ramps, and there's stairs if you really are wanting a little fitness challenge as well, which is great. I did find it a little bit confusing to try and exit the station, though it's not really apparent initially where you're going from, all these stairs and ramps. But once I got to the bottom, I had to turn left and then turn left again. And again, it's still not very obvious how you exit the station, so I just kept walking, and eventually I found a little white corridor, and that was the way out to the other platforms. So fantastic journey. As I said, I really enjoyed this leg. I wish I'd just been on the other side of the train so I could have caught a little bit of the cairngorms to let you see how wonderful they look in their winter colours. But yeah, absolutely, I will be doing this journey again. Thoroughly enjoyed it, loved my stay in Inverness, and look forward to doing it again. Please do subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this kind of content. It really does help the channel grow, and I would be very grateful if you would. Please also like, share and comment, and tell me how you find LNER. Did you enjoy travelling with them? See you in the next video. Bye for now.